Hey Leeds fans, we're back with another exclusive video packed with the latest updates on our beloved Leeds United. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. That way, you'll never miss any breaking news, transfer updates, or behind-the-scenes stories from Elland Road. Leeds United fans woke up today to news that feels almost unreal. The type of rumor that spreads quickly on social media and makes everyone ask if it's truly possible or just another late-night headline to grab attention. But reports are coming from multiple corners, insiders whispering and journalists hinting that Leeds have pulled off what many are already calling the most audacious move in the club's modern history. Carlos VELA, the Mexican forward who carved out his legend in Europe and America, is said to have signed a 3-year contract with Leeds, making this officially the biggest signing the club has ever managed. For a side that has been battling for recognition and striving to recapture the glory of earlier decades, this deal signals intent, ambition, and above all, a vision that stretches beyond survival or mid-table comfort. It suggests Leeds wants to be more than a team that occasionally stirs nostalgia. Leeds wants to be a contender again. And in VELA, they might just have the key to light that fire, combining talent, experience, and the kind of aura that ignites a stadium before the ball even rolls. Carlos VELA's name has always carried weight, not only for his skill and statistics, but for the story he represents. From his early years at Arsenal, where flashes of brilliance made fans dream of what he could become, to his journey across La Liga with Real Sociedad, where he reached a consistent level of artistry, and finally to his transformation in Major League Soccer, where he broke records with Los Angeles FC, VELA has always been a headline player. Now, the whispers say that journey has led him back to England, this time not as a raw talent full of promise, but as a complete figure, a player who understands the rhythm of the game and carries the calm of maturity. Leeds didn't just buy a forward. They brought in a personality capable of changing the atmosphere of a dressing room, a figure who commands respect and admiration. It's the type of transfer that shakes not only the supporters, but the entire league, sending a message that Elland Road is a destination again. What makes this signing so significant is the timing. Leeds is in a phase of rebuilding, trying to balance tradition with modern ambition. The club has long been associated with fierce support, passionate fans, and a history that deserves more respect than recent struggles have allowed. By bringing in Carlos VELA, they're showing the footballing world that this is not a side content with hovering around mediocrity. This is a club ready to surprise, ready to spend, and ready to reshape its image entirely. VELA brings not just technical ability, but a marketable presence, the type of star power that raises global visibility. Leeds shirts with his name will fly off shelf from Mexico to Yorkshire, from Los Angeles to Madrid, and that global reach is no accident. Behind the sporting move lies a business decision that makes sense for a club seeking to build a sustainable brand. With a 3-year deal, there's stability. With VELA's charisma, there's inspiration. And with his proven finishing touch, there's the promise of goals, moments, and magic that could finally turn Elland Road into a fortress again. Still, some are already questioning the decision, asking whether VELA, at this stage of his career, is truly the answer to Leeds' problems. After all, the Premier League is known for its intensity, its speed, its unforgiving physicality. While VELA has dazzled in MLS and proven himself in La Liga, critics wonder if he can handle the week-in, week-out grind of England's top division. The counter-argument, of course, is that VELA is no ordinary veteran. He's a player who understands when to conserve energy and when to strike, a footballer whose intelligence on the pitch often compensates for whatever physical decline might exist. Leeds may not be expecting him to run endlessly or press like a youngster. They'll want him to deliver decisive moments, to convert chances, to create the kind of magic that changes tight games into victories. If he can manage that, the investment will look like genius. If he struggles, doubts will grow quickly. But that is the risk of any great signing. And sometimes, the higher the risk, the greater the potential reward. Leeds fans seem ready to embrace it wholeheartedly. The atmosphere surrounding the club, right now, feels like electricity. Supporters are flooding forums, fan pages, and comment sections with excitement, disbelief, and pure passion. Videos of fans chanting VELA's name outside Elland Road have already surfaced, even though the ink on the contract is barely dry. Everyone is trying to imagine how Marcelo Bielsa's legacy of energy and pressing football could mesh with VELA's refined style, or how the current manager, whichever system he prefers, might place VELA in the tactical puzzle. Will he play as a central striker, leading the line with composure, or drift into creative spaces, linking play and unlocking defenses? That tactical curiosity only fuels the excitement more. Leeds United is no stranger to drama, both on and off the pitch, and this signing only adds another chapter to the club's story. Fans are already picturing sold-out stadiums, unforgettable nights, and maybe even the possibility of European dreams that once felt too distant to be real. For now, it's just a rumor becoming reality, but it has already set fire to imaginations everywhere. And yet, beyond the sporting aspect, there's something emotional about this deal. Leeds has always been a club of identity, of grit, of pride, and Carlos Vela's arrival feels like a gift not just to the team, but to the entire city. Leeds is a place where football is more than a game. It's a culture, a heartbeat, a unifying force. When news like this breaks, it spreads through every street, every pub, every household, until it feels like the entire city is carrying the same dream. Vela's smile, his confidence, his ability to deliver flair in crucial moments, all of that now belongs to Leeds. Supporters who have endured relegations, financial crises, and heartbreak after heartbreak are now staring at a headline that screams ambition. And in football, ambition can be as powerful as any goal scored on the field. Whether VELA becomes a legend in Leeds colors or simply a spark in the club's ongoing journey, one thing is certain. This signing has already cemented itself in history as the moment Leeds United declared they are back to dreaming big again. The news doesn't stop there, because the conversation has now shifted to what this move could mean for Leeds beyond the immediate season. Pundits are already predicting ripple effects, from sponsorship opportunities to renewed energy in the youth academy, as younger players now train alongside a global star they once watched on TV. Carlos Vela's presence is bigger than his goals. It's about influence, about setting standards, about creating an environment where professionalism and artistry coexist. Imagine the young striker from the Leeds Academy walking into training and seeing VELA preparing, stretching, discussing tactics. Those small moments create lasting impressions, the kind that shape careers. Leeds has bought more than a footballer. They've invested in a culture shift. It's a statement to the league, to rivals, to their own supporters, and to future signings that Leeds is building something worth being part of. In an era where identity matters as much as results, Leeds has found a way to balance both, and the excitement around Elland Road is no longer about survival. It's about vision, possibility, and the thrilling unknown that only a transfer of this magnitude can provide. The rumors surrounding the financial details only add to the intrigue. Some insiders whisper about record-breaking wages for Leeds, while others insist that the structure of the deal is clever, involving performance bonuses and commercial clauses that protect the club. Whatever the reality, it's clear Leeds has gone all in on this one. Supporters are curious. Will this affect other signings? Does the arrival of VELA mean fewer funds for younger talents? Or is this simply the first domino in a series of moves that will reshape the entire squad? Football is always a balance between long-term planning and short-term brilliance. And right now, Leeds seems to be choosing both. By tying VELA down for 3 years, they've bought themselves time to build around him, to integrate his experience with fresh legs, to create a system where his strengths are maximized. For the fans, the financial aspect matters little compared to the dream. The club has spent, yes, but they've spent on a name that resonates globally. And when the transfer window is remembered, this deal might stand out as the moment Leeds turned a corner and showed ambition without hesitation. Media reactions are equally fascinating. British outlets are torn between celebrating Leeds' boldness and questioning whether VELA is still capable of dominating at this level. In Mexico, newspapers are already printing headlines about their stars' return to European football, while in the United States, MLS fans are mourning the departure of a legend who raised the league's profile. Social media has exploded with memes, videos, highlight compilations, and endless debates. Some argue that VELA could redefine Leeds' season with moments of genius, while others warn that nostalgia often overshadows reality. Yet in football, perception often drives narrative, and right now the perception is clear. Leeds has taken a gamble worth watching. Journalists know that every VELA appearance will now draw cameras, microphones, and attention. From pre-match press conferences to post-game interviews, every detail will be dissected, every performance will be magnified. And that's exactly what Leeds wants: a spotlight, a stage, and a reason to be talked about beyond mere results. With VELA in the squad, the narrative belongs to Leeds, and in modern football, owning the story is almost as valuable as owning the points. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on Leeds United. And make sure to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Supporters outside England are also reacting in ways that underline just how global football has become. Mexican fans are reportedly organizing trips to Elland Road, hoping to see their idol back in European action. LAFC followers, despite sadness, are sending messages of support, promising to keep watching Leeds matches to follow VELA's journey. Suddenly, Leeds United merchandise is trending in markets far from Yorkshire. This isn't just about football anymore. It's about branding, culture, and community. Leeds has tapped into something powerful here, an emotional connection that stretches across borders. When fans from different continents unite around a single player, the club reaps rewards in loyalty, in revenue, and in exposure. It's a phenomenon that few transfers can generate, but VELA's signing clearly has that magnetism. For Leeds supporters, it's both surreal and gratifying to see their club talked about in languages they don't even understand, to see Elland Road become a reference point for global football culture. And all of it stems from one signature, one bold decision, one headline that will echo far beyond English football circles in the months and years to come. On the pitch, the tactical implications remain a constant subject of speculation. Analysts are debating whether Leeds will build their attack around VELA or integrate him as part of a flexible front line. Some suggest he could thrive as a false nine, dropping deep to link play, while others believe his clinical finishing makes him perfect for leading the line outright. What's undeniable is that his presence will change how opponents prepare to face Leeds. Defenders who once overlooked the club will now mark their calendars, knowing they're about to face a player with pedigree and finesse. Managers will adjust game plans, considering how to block his influence, and that alone changes dynamics. Leeds, for the first time in years, has a player that forces respect before the whistle blows. And that respect can open space for others, can shift tactical balances, can elevate the entire team's performance. Leeds hasn't just added goals, they've added gravity, a pull that draws attention and creates opportunity for those around him. In a league defined by margins, such an addition could be the difference between mid-table anonymity and a season that surprises everyone watching. Ultimately, the arrival of Carlos VELA at Leeds United is more than a sporting event. It's a cultural phenomenon. It captures the imagination, fuels debate, and creates hope in a way few transfers can. Leeds has managed to secure a deal that is both practical and poetic, balancing ambition with emotion. For supporters, it's a chance to believe again, to see their club step out of the shadows and back into conversations reserved for the daring and the bold. For critics, it's a storyline worth following, filled with potential triumphs and possible disappointments. For the football world, it's proof that the unexpected still has a place in a modern game, where money often dictates outcomes and predictability rules. Leeds has reminded everyone that football is also about dreams, about the magic of a name that can light up a stadium and unite a city. Carlos VELA wearing white, walking out at Elland Road, smiling under the roar of thousands. That image alone feels like a victory. And maybe, just maybe, it's the start of something even greater, a chapter that Leeds fans will tell for generations to come. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep getting exclusive news about Leeds United, be sure to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. We always look forward to reading your comments and opinions. See you in the next video, Leeds fans.